Okay, so again, tonight's Torah is sponsored Lelu Nishmat, Misha, Menashe ben Malka, and Yechezkel ben Yehuda Yehoshua Hakohein, and the Shamat Shavaliyah. So we see in this week's parsha something very crazy. Yaakov and Esav, they reunite. So last time they were together, it wasn't so pretty. Yaakov, quote unquote, steals the brachot, and Esav finds out, and he loses his mind. He goes crazy. He screams and he cries and he says, "What do you do?" And he says, "I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill my brother. He stole what's mine. That wasn't really his. He stole what's mine. I'm going to kill him." When Esav, somebody like Esav says, "I'm going to kill you," you don't think like it's not just a phrase that people say. Right? And nowadays people say, "I'm going to kill him." Esav says it, you get scared. So Rivka says to Yaakov, "I love you. Get out of here. Go, run away. Go to your uncle's house. Hide away." So finally, now all this time later, Yaakov and Esav are meeting up together, and Yaakov doesn't know what to expect. I'm sure we all experience sometimes when you have an idea that's on your mind, and you don't confront it right away. So one of two things happens. You either push it out of your mind, it's gone, or the opposite. You build it up in your mind, it becomes even worse. You build it up. At one time I heard, it's a joke, but I once heard this guy was going over to his friend's house, just to go hang out. They were going to schmooze. And he thought about something and said, "Oh, maybe he's going to be upset that I didn't call him first." And as he's walking over to his friend, he's playing up this whole idea that didn't happen in his head. He's going to be upset at me, and he's going to say, "Why didn't you call first? I'm busy." I'm going to say back. He gets over there. He's already built up. He's worked this whole scenario up in his head. He knocks on his friend's door. His friend says, "Hey, what's up?" And he punches him in the face. He says, "Well, what did I do?" He goes, "Oh, I had this whole thing built in my mind." So Yaakov says, "I don't know what it's going to be. I left Esav alone for years. If he's been building up this anger, this animosity towards me for all this time, it's not going to be so pretty." So Yaakov prepares for war. He says very interestingly. He davens to Hashem. He says, "Hatzileni na miyad achi miyad Esav." Hashem, save me from the hand of my brother, the hand of Esav. Why does he have to use the double? We know your brother is Esav. We got it. We learned this a lot of times already. Why does Yaakov have to daven like that? Says the Sfarim, Miyad achi, miyad Esav. Miyad achi means, if he comes to me like a brother, if he's going to bring me in, befriend me, save me from that. Help me. And if he's going to come to me as an Esav, if he's going to full-on attack, save me from that too. Not so bad. Miyad achi. We're boys. We're tight. We're good. It's Nakuda of Yavan, right? We don't want to kill you. Come, hang out with us. We go to the same clubs, and we go to the same parties, and we go to the same, we wear the same this, we go to the same, everything the same. We're tight. We're cool. Until I want to stab you in the back. Sometimes the Yetzirah tells us, "Yo, we're good. We're boys." The mashal we have sometimes is when you go to yeshiva, Thursday nights, Mishmar. So what's Mishmar? Mishmar is like you're preparing for Shabbos and you stay and you learn extra. And you push and you push and push. So when you're in Eretz Yisrael, I went to Eretz Yisrael, some of you, no, none of you. Okay, Mir Hashem, you'll get your chance to go learn in yeshiva full time. But when you go to Eretz Yisrael, you sit. Thursday nights is a big thing. Friday, there's no. You went?
Yeah.
To there?
Mishmar, yeah.
Okay, fine. So Mishmar, they go strong, and usually they break out a chulent Mishmar. Oh, you
Drink a lot.
Sorry. Okay, it depends which yeshiva you went to. All right. So Mishmar though, you go and they break out chulent, and guys sit and they learn a little bit. Right. And Friday there's usually no official shiur, so you go a little longer because you can sleep a little bit later. And so what happens is the Yetzirah, for some guys, they go and they'll learn a little bit extra, and okay, great, then they'll go back to the dorm and whatever. But what happens is, there's a Yetzirah that comes to some guys. He says, "Yo, you're super fire. You did it. You fought the odds. They told you can't go to Israel, you managed to go to Israel. They told you can't learn, you're learning. Thursday night, yo, let's go big or go home, bro. And so he said, yeah, I'm ready. And you go to your table, you got your spot, you got all these books, and you got all these books, and you're stacked, you go, we're going all night. And you go, and it's like 10 o'clock, and there are a bunch of guys, and you're going, and you got like your soda, caffeine pumping, and you got your chillin', and then you go, it's 11 o'clock, and like, okay, a few guys tap out, and they're gone. And you're going like, yo, we got this. And you're getting close to like already 12 o'clock, midnight, and half the place is empty. And you're like going strong. It comes already 12:30, and you start getting tired. And you're like, the Yetzer says, yo, you can't stop now. It's 12:30. You can't tap out and go. You got this. And you're like, all right, no problem. And you push yourself. You start getting tired, so you stand up. And you're learning standing up, and like you're shuckling, and you're doing the thing. It's already like 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, yo, we got this, right? And like at this point, there are like 3 people left in the base. And the Yetzer says, go. You could be the last one. I'm the last guy here. I closed the lights in the Beit Midrash. Yo, I'm serious. And so you push yourself, and you see out of the corner of your eye, like this, that one other guy, he's going. And then finally he like leaves. So you're like, wait, like, okay, I can't walk out 10 seconds after him. So you push yourself a little bit longer, and finally it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And like, okay, I can leave now. And you go to sleep, and you feel like, yo, I'm doing this. I'm learning till 3 in the morning. I'm awesome. And then your alarm clock goes off, and you realize it's 12 o'clock Friday afternoon, and you totally miss shacharit. Why? Because that's miyad achi. That's Esav's your boy. The Yetzer says, you're so smart. Learn till 3 o'clock in the morning. That's really impressive. Now you're telling everyone you're serious. Sometimes the Yetzer wants you to be like, yo, I'm awesome. I'm incredible. Do you know what I do? There's this term, I don't know if you're familiar with the term called T4. You know what that is? T4 is like when you drop a hint as to something you're doing impressive, but you didn't want to like say it straight out. You say it like in a roundabout way, right? Oh, do you know who I saw today? Yeah, I just bumped into them when I was going to like drop off $1,000 check to Tzedakah. No, but I saw that person there too, right? You weren't telling me that you saw the person. You were telling me you gave $1,000 to Tzedakah, right? You don't need, the Yetzer says, yeah, it's all right, go, show off. Tell everyone how big your mitzvot are. Tell everyone how amazing you are. Hatzileni miyad achi. Don't let it get to me. Don't let me think I'm such a show-off, I'm doing amazing, and my mitzvot are fire, I'm untouchable. Because that's even sometimes more dangerous than miyad Esav. Esav, when Esav comes to fight you, to attack you, you know he's fighting you. You're prepared for war. You got your arsenal, you got everything ready to go. When he comes as your friend, he brings you in, he says, hey buddy, what's up? I think I said this story over not too long ago, but the Kedushat Levi, Rav Levi Yitzchak of Bedikshev. He just became a Chatan, so his father-in-law, the way it used to be is you used to move into your in-laws. So his father-in-law wanted to show everybody, oh, look, a chashuv, my son-in-law, look at this guy. So Simchat Torah, the minhag is, Simchat Torah was a kavod to buy Atahareta. You guys know what Atahareta is? It's a bunch of psukim. It's around 17, 18 psukim with pticha in the middle. So it was a kavod for the person to read it. So the father-in-law wanted to show off, look at my son-in-law. So he bought for the Kedushat Levi, his son-in-law, he bought Atahareta. So he goes, he says, okay, mechavot, and everyone's waiting. The father-in-law is very excited. Everyone's going to see my tzaddik. And the Kedushat Levi goes, and he puts the talis on his head. And he's getting ready, and he's having kavanot. And he's getting ready to say something, and he says, who asked you to come? In the middle of shul, he screams out, who asked you to be here? Everyone looks around like, what? So he starts chuckling, he's chuckling. 2 minutes later, he says, you're not invited, go away. Everyone's starting to be like, okay, this is not a chashuv son-in-law, it seems like he's a little crazy. He starts chuckling, he's getting ready, and then he says, finally, You know what? If you're so smart, do it yourself. Takes the talit off, puts it on the chair and leaves. Hopefully it's like, what? So needless to say, afterwards, the father-in-law goes over and says, what was that? I bought you this, and this is how you thank me? This is the kavod you're going to show? What went down? So he said, the Yetzirah came to me. He said, listen, your father-in-law bought you such a big kavod. This is the time where you have to show off. Show them all the kavanot that you know, give them chazanut, blow them out of the water. Put on a show. And so therefore I told the Yetzirah, who asked you? I didn't ask for your input. So finally I pushed him out, so I start getting ready again. I'm reprogramming my mind. And he says, come on, this is your time to shine. You're about to be like the big stuff. They're all waiting for you. So I turned to the Yetzirah and I said, nobody invited you. You're not invited. Don't be here. So I'm trying to get one last time. And he says, yo, we could do this together. Let's go. We'll team up. So I said, if you're so smart, do it yourself. I gave him the talit and I left. Why? Because you could say, oh, it's my time. I'm supposed to be a big guy, a show off. I'm supposed to do what I got to do. Miyad achi. Yaakov Avinu. We're talking about Yaakov Avinu. He was not prepared. He says, don't let me get to that situation. Don't let me be tempted to be a big shot. It was Yaakov Avinu. That's what he was worried about. And perhaps we could say this from last week's parasha. I was thinking today, and the beautiful, beautiful idea. Rav Shimshon Mastropoli says this. I'll tell you what he says, and then we'll take this idea and bring it back to the same Nekuda. Last week's parasha, Yaakov Avinu, he's coming from learning in Yeshiva Shem Ever for 14 years. He didn't sleep. Forget about that guy, Mishmar thing. Yaakov's Mishmar was 14 years. He didn't sleep. It's Yaakov Avinu. He could do that. So finally, he gets tired. He goes to lay down, and it says, when he wakes up, he says, well, I didn't realize where I was. Hakohein yesh Hashem b'makom hazeh. Wow, Hashem is in this place. I didn't realize how holy it is. Va'anochi lo yadati. And I didn't know. Says Rav Shimshon Mastropoli. If you look at the word Hakohein, Aleph Chaf Nun, stands for the words Ari, a lion, Kruv, which is like an angel, and Nesher is an eagle. And the Gemara tells us that on the Kisei Kavod of Hashem, Hashem's throne, there's an image of the Ari, there's an image of the Kruv, and there's an image of a Nesher. 3 images. But there's really one more image. What was that 4th image? Says the Gemara, Yaakov. Yud for Yaakov. Hakohein with the Yud is Anochi. Says Yaakov Avinu, Hakohein yesh Hashem b'makom hazeh. Hakohein, I knew that there was an image of an Ari, and that's the Kruv on the Kisei HaKavod. I didn't know, Anochi lo yadati. I didn't realize that my image was also. I didn't realize how awesome I was. That's what Rav Shimshon Mastropoli says. It's beautiful Torah. But perhaps we can understand this, bring it back. Miyad achi, don't fall into your own hands. Why? Perhaps we can say, Yaakov Avinu knew that he was on the Kisei HaKavod. But you tell me he knew 3 of the legs and not the 4th leg? Let's say he knew all 4. He knew. What he's saying is, Hakohein yesh Hashem b'makom hazeh. For the Ari and the Kruv and the Nesher, that I could buy into. That I could believe. That's something I'm machshiv. Anochi, but you know what Anochi means? Anochi means me. Anochi is me. Anochi lo yadati. For me to think about myself, to think about my kavod, to think about how awesome I am, lo yadati. That I won't know. That I won't give into. Yad achi, my hand of my brother, to my love, my awesomeness, my ga'ava, I can't do that. And that's what we see in this parasha so many times. Yaakov Avinu forgets pachim ketanim, they say. A small little jug. He forgets his little bottle of water. So what do? Big deal, I'll buy a new one. Yaakov says, no, what do you mean? I gotta go get it. It's mine. It's mine, I gotta go back for it. It's chashuv, it's important. Yeah, I'm not too a big guy, I can't go back for that stuff. It's a waste of my time. Hakohein says, no, that's important for me. It's ironic. When he goes back to worry about the little jug, what happens? He fights with the Malka. Really? It's like, if you're a film director and you're making a movie, like, you missed part of this scene. It doesn't make sense. He's carrying about like a water bottle, and that's when the Malka is going to come fight him. It's like, it really is anticlimactic, you know? Like, it should be like a crazy big scene with things blowing up and like, right? And he saves the day, and then the big bad guy's at the end. It's like, really, like, okay, picked up my water bottle. Thanks. Because when you don't make yourself chashuv and big, and I can't go back for the small things. Do me a favor, you go get it for me. He says, no, I'll get it. Why? Because it's not about me. I'm not chashuv. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm putting on my tefillin in the morning, right? Because that's what we do. We don't show off. We don't think, yo, I'm fire. I'll tell you about myself. And this is call out to the whole world, right? It's not the whole world. I think the average 12 people watch this, so I'm good. I'm safe anyways. When I came back from my first year in Israel, Shana Aleph, I thought I was the most religious dude in the world. I was like untouchable. I'm like, yo, I came back 1 year of Torah, I'm on fire. I'll tell you guys now, that summer that I came back, Baruch Hashem, I went for a second year, like, something along the way smacked me in the face, and I realized I was an idiot. But when I came back from that first year, and I thought I was untouchable, that summer, you know what I was learning? My limud of that summer was Shnai Mikra of Echar Targum. Reading the parasha 2 times with a translation, and my translation was English. Not even Rashi. Not Onkelos. English. I was reading the parasha twice and reading a translation of English once. And I thought I was untouchable. I was like, yo, I'm a big tzaddik. I'm the biggest rabbi I know. You fool. You don't know anything. That's what you think is so chashuv for? Miyad achi. Don't let the Yetzer Hara tell you you're amazing. You believe it. You are amazing. But when you let it go from here to here, that's miyad achi. The Yetzer Hara pushes us. It says, "V'haseh satan milefanenu u'me'acharenu." Protect me from the Yetzer Hara that's in front of me. That's miyad esav. That's doing something stupid. That's doing something asur. That's doing something we know we're not going to do. I'm not going to look at that because it's inappropriate. I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to be Mechal Shabbat. I'm not going to miss a day of tefillin. That I know. That's the Yetzer Hara trying to find me. U'me'acharenu, from behind. That's the Yetzer Hara. Go. You got this, bro. Go ahead. It's chashuv. It's important. You're a holy rabbi. You're learning Torah. That's miyad achi. When he wants you to be his friend, that's when you got to get nervous. The Yetzer Hara says, yo, Bora, let's team up over here. Okay, hold on. I can do this. The Kedushas lady. Yetzer Hara, do me a favor. Nobody invited you. Go away. And by the way, it works. I'm telling you myself. I've done it. Trying to learn Torah and it's not working. I've literally turned to the side. Off this Kedusha lady. I literally do it. It feels so gishmak. I've turned to the side and told the Yetzer Hara to go to fight. You're not invited. Leave. Nobody invited you to learn Torah with me. And even if it's weaker, even right, it's you and Hashem. A chavruta is 2 people. You have a chavruta with Hashem, right? When you learn by yourself, you and Hashem. The Yetzer Hara is not invited. You can't come if you're not invited. Tell him to leave. Kedushas Levi taught us. You can tell the Yetzer Hara, go away. You're not invited here. Sometimes he builds us up. When he's Esav, we know we got to build ourselves stronger because he's going to fight. But when he's Achi, when he's your friend, when he wants to walk down the mitzvah lane with you, it's hard. You can't walk this walk. You don't have the right material. You're not made from the right stuff. Yaakov Avinu teaches that's what we got to prepare for. We got to be prepared for the Yetzer Hara in both forms. When he's going to come raging war, when he's going to come with a beautiful big hug. That's why we see it perfectly in this week's parasha. How's Esav himself greet Yaakov Avinu? It says, Vayishekehu. He kissed him. If you open up the Torah, Above every letter of Yishikehu, there's a little bit of a dot. Why? It's machloket. Some say she kissed him, he missed him. All that time apart from him, he said, you know what, you're my brother, I do love you. Hey, we live in different lifestyles, I do like this, you do like that, but you know what, I still love you. He gave him a real legit kiss. Chidush. The other opinions is, loved him? Nah, he bit him. He went literally for the jugular. Mike Tyson style. Hey, what's up? And went to bite his neck. Hashem made him this. The neck turned into marble. Esav lost all his teeth. Bad move. But that's right. When you get close enough, right? You got to be close enough to be able to bite the neck. When you let the Yetzer Hara in that close, you got to be careful. Nobody's untouchable. You know that there's Elisha ben Avua. Anybody ever hear of Elisha ben Avua? We don't know him as Elisha ben Avua because we call him Acher. Here's Rabbi Meir's Rebbe. Rabbi Meir of the Mishnah. The Mishnah says, Amar Rabbi Meir. His Rebbe is Elisha ben Avua. But we don't call him Elisha ben Avua, we call him Acher. Why? Because even after all that time of him being connected and on point and on fire and a big Talmid Chacham, he also lost it. He went off. So we call him Acher. Because literally it's an Acherhu. You're someone else. You can't be a Rav Elisha ben Avua. You're Acher. You're someone else. Yetzer Hara was able to get Acher. V'vidam to Hashem, Hatzileni na miyad achi. That's why, by the way, it also says, Hatzileni na miyad, Rosh Tevot, Haman. You have to be careful. It's important to, by Chanukah time, to also recognize Purim Torah too. Hatzileni na miyad, you have to be careful. Haman also. Haman also, he was friendly a little bit first, and then he went to, right? He was trying to butter up Esther and become friends with Esther, and he played the game. You come too close, it's not okay. Brach to all of us, it should we realize. Daven to Hashem. I should be able to overcome the Yetzer Hara when he's fighting me and I know he's there and he doesn't want me to do a mitzvah. Too tired in the morning, I don't want to put on tefillin, or I think I don't want to put on tefillin. I don't want to come Wednesday night to the shiur. I don't want to open up a sefer. That's straight up Yetzer Hara. When the Yetzer Hara got you thinking that you're so good, you don't need to do more. I'm already made it, bro. That's when we got to be even more careful. Daven to Hashem, Hatzileni na miyad achi, miyad Esav. Save me from that also. Hashem will be able to realize when he's an achi and when he's an Esav, and we'll be able to beat him in both situations and come closer to Hashem and have real fire mitzvot.